We're continuing to look for answers after the mass shooting in the Short North 2 weekends ago. The city of Columbus promised to make changes this past weekend, and we're pressing to see what changes were made. 10 TV's Colin Dorsey has been asking those questions.
He joins us now live from the Short North this evening. Colin, have you been able to find out exactly what?
Columbus Police. Right, Columbus Police have been tight-lipped on the number of officers they've had down here in Short North in that past weekend and how many of those orange mobile cameras they've put out here. But we are getting a closer look at crime trends in the city and how they've changed.
There's a significant increase in police presence this weekend. That will be uniform and plain clothes. There's going to be a dramatic increase in the amount of cameras.
That's what the city promised to do this past weekend. Yesterday, I requested exact numbers from Columbus Police. How many additional officers were there and how many curfew violations officers gave out? This is what I got back today. While we do not share specific numbers in terms of personnel, I can tell you that, as always, the amount of officers present will be determined based on the assessed need. And I'm told there have been a small amount of violators of the long-standing curfew, but no significant incidents to report.
Reducing gun violence is our number one core tenet of this office, and making sure that tragedies like last weekend do not happen.
Rena Shack runs the city's year-old Office of Violence Prevention. Before this office, she spent years working in the criminal justice system and has noticed changes in the city's crime trends.
Back when I began my career, if somebody was involved in gun violence, it could be assumed that there was either gang involvement or drug involvement. Now the numbers have completely changed.
She says most gun crime is coming from one-on-one fights and people are reaching for their guns. Her office takes a look at these trends and how to prevent them, identifying who is at risk of becoming violent and how to stop it. She says one way is through what she calls violence interrupters.
Those are really boots on the ground individuals who have lived experience and are able to kind of hear about things that might be happening before they even happen. And they're able to step in. They're trained as mediators. They're trained to try to mitigate any type of retaliation.
Now, the Office of Violence Prevention has contracted with 2 organizations providing those interrupter services. Now, Shack and her office for the rest of the year and into the beginning of next year will be taking a look at what's working, what isn't, and where they need to start focusing their resources. Live in the Short North, Colin Dorsey, 10 TV News.